Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode will be a Big Finish episode, and in this Big Finish episode I am recapping the 11th Doctor Chronicles Volume 4, All of Time and Space, All of Time and Space. Here is the trailer for the 11th Doctor Chronicles Volume 4, All of Time and Space.
From Big Finish Productions.
Oh, it's not multiple stories. It's the one story of a travelling man and his new best friend. This is the tale of Doctor Who.
The 11th Doctor Chronicles, All of Time and Space.
If we're going to get to the Dowager's Beazle Tub, we need to grab onto the side of it as it passes.
You still haven't told me what a Beazle Tub is, or why we need it.
Well, it's nothing to do with the tube.
Travelling with you does wonders for my vocabulary.
Hopefully for your upper body strength too.
How much stronger do you need?
I'm talking to puppets. The puppets are talking to me. There isn't anyone in that booth, is there?
Well, there's a crocodile, but he's sleeping.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, your rodent ship. I'm
It's
the
not a crate of intelligent mice.
Energy signatures like this are old news to a boy from the Casturberus neighbourhood.
Doctor, they could be here at any moment. Can you get to the point yourself, or shall I order you a cab?
Try not to dwell on that thought.
Because it's utterly petrifying?
Because, if that happens, then it's goodbye from you and goodbye from me. The way I see it, there's only a couple.
Roanna!
Valerie!
Help me!
Don't move!
On the contrary, we have to go. All of us, now.
Take my hand.
Head for ops. There's half a dozen traps between there and here. Make them run the gauntlet.
What's that? I've got you. Come on!
Run!
It's coming in very fast and very close.
Thought it might be. Good to have your eyes to confirm it. Let's hope it's not too late. Here it comes!
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Well,
You know why I'm here?
I'm still looking for this doctor. No, I've not seen him.
No.
No. So, you can leave.
That was the trailer for the 11th Doctor Chronicles Volume 4, All of Time and Space, and I showed you that because in this episode I'm going to be recapping the 11th Doctor Chronicles All of Time and Space, All of Time and Space, which was originally released in February 2023, and I'm recording this episode just around 2 years later, in a bit, nearly 2.5, on the 19th of June 2025. So without further ado, let's get on with it. The last scene from the 11th Doctor Chronicles Geronimo, The End, plays, which if you haven't already, please go and check out my recap of that. And if you can't find it anywhere, there is an 11th Doctor Chronicles playlist, which, because these episodes are out quite regular, should be near the top. Yes, then we have the 11th Doctor Chronicles theme tune. Ellery interrupts the 11th Doctor Chronicles theme tune. Ellery mentions an interval. Ellery confuses someone. Ellery apologises to Mr. Darling. Mr. Darling insults Ellery. Mr. Darling mentions the BBC. Ellery mentions Doctor Who as well as performing the Doctor Who theme tune. Read the wrong line. Ellery apologises once again. Ellery describes the Doctor and Valerie. Mr. Darling mentions the Regal Theatre. Mr. Darling asks Ellery a question. Mr. Darling corrects himself. Ellery corrects Mr. Darling. Ellery attempts to defend Doctor Who. Ellery confuses himself. Ellery reads a scene. The Doctor compliments Valerie's rowing ability. The Doctor annoys Valerie. Ellery compares Mr. Darling to Valerie. Mr. Darling mentions the cost of making Doctor Who. Ellery confuses himself again. Ellery attempts to reassure Mr. Darling. Ellery reads another scene. Valerie is thanked for the food generator. Someone mentions hunting and prey. This being agrees with Valerie. Valerie mentions the doctor. Valerie calls out for the doctor. Mr. Darling insults Ellery. Mr. Darling asks Ellery to stop. A phone rings. Mr. Darling answers the phone. Mr. Darling mentions Jeremy Castle. Mr. Darling asks Ellery to leave. Ellery reveals his opinion on his writing. Mr. Darling seems to be suffering from a headache. Mr. Darling screams. Ellery talks to himself. Ellery speaks to his cat. Ellery mentions there being no food in his house. Ellery notices some fog. A news report begins. The doctor mentions 1956 and podcasts, as well as the Archers and soaps. The doctor talks to some animals. The doctor and Valerie speak to Ellery. The doctor mentions where Ellery lives. The doctor and Valerie have confused Ellery. The doctor introduces himself and Valerie to Ellery. Ellery mentions indigestion. Valerie warns Ellery. Ellery believes Valerie and the doctor are pranksters. The doctor proposes where Ellery should meet him and Valerie. The doctor reveals some road advice. Valerie reminds the doctor that they are communicating with Ellery through a video. Ellery starts to panic when he can't find his lucky coin. Ellery finds his lucky coin. Ellery flips this coin to decide his fate. Ellery chooses to stay in his house. Ellery reunites with Mr. Darling. Ellery believes he has lost his mind. Mr. Darling summons Ellery to follow him. Ellery agrees to this. Mr. Darling sees through Ellery's plan. Ellery throws a food tin at Mr. Darling. Mr. Darling tracks Ellery whilst giving multiple orders. The doctor reminds Valerie where they said they would meet Ellery. Ellery catches his cat eating out of the bins. Ellery's cat helps Ellery. Mr. Darling mentions the existence of other people hunting Ellery. Ellery apologises to multiple people. Mr. Darling corrects Ellery. Mr. Darling mentions London. Ellery mentions something Valerie said. Ellery plans on meeting Valerie and the doctor. Ellery meets the doctor and Valerie. Valerie and the doctor reveal they are currently Punch and Judy dolls. The doctor apologises to Ellery. Valerie asks the doctor to keep things as simple as possible. The doctor warns Ellery. The doctor mentions plot holes. Valerie gives Ellery some advice. The doctor reveals he and Valerie are only puppets currently. Valerie attempts to calm down Ellery. The doctor mentions the sleeping crocodile. The doctor corrects Valerie over the status of cinemas. The doctor reveals he and Valerie now only exist in Ellery's mind. Valerie compliments Ellery's writing. Mr. Darling continues to search for Ellery. The doctor asks Ellery to pick up him and Valerie and run. Mr. Darling spots Ellery. The doctor screams. Valerie convinces Ellery to abandon the doctor. The doctor speaks to Mr. Darling. Mr. Darling is now confused. The doctor mentions disruptions in his TARDIS. The doctor compliments his TARDIS. The doctor also mentions River. The doctor insults Mr. Darling. Ellery apologises to Valerie. Ellery gives Valerie some advice. Ellery thanks someone for getting him a drink. Valerie believes Ellery is moping. Valerie mentions Doctor Who. Valerie defends herself. Ellery mentions Valerie's full name. Valerie corrects Ellery. Ellery believes he needs to say somewhere longer. Ellery mentions Daniel. Valerie realises her rudeness. Ellery asks Valerie to be quiet. Ellery receives a telegram. Ellery mentions her niece. Ellery lies to someone. Valerie asks Ellery to not look at his telegram. Her telegram. Oh no, I am right. Valerie reveals what she believes Ellery should be asking himself. Valerie believes Ellery needs to leave. Ellery mentions doppelgangers, rather. Valerie informs Ellery where to find the doctor. Mr. Darling recognises Valerie. Valerie threatens Mr. Darling. Valerie lies to Mr. Darling. Valerie corrects Mr. Darling. Valerie compares the doctor to a soap. The doctor and Ellery reunite. The doctor mentions comic strips and Valerie. The doctor attempts to reassure Ellery about Valerie. The doctor reveals how he and Valerie can exist in multiple forms and that he and Valerie are now in a comic strip. The doctor and Ellery disagree over the doctor's explanation. Valerie and the doctor agree that they have to find a way for Ellery to escape. Valerie insults Mr. Darling. The doctor postpones answering one of Ellery's questions. Mr. Darling raises his voice at himself. Ellery mentions the doctor and Valerie. The doctor asks Ellery to find a police box. Ellery plans on finding his notes. The doctor calls out for Ellery. Valerie admits to lying to Ellery. Valerie attempts to communicate with Ellery. The doctor mentions the Archers and the shipping forecast. The doctor asks Ellery to not look at something. Ellery mentions Jeremy Castle. Valerie and the doctor attempt to distract Ellery. Mr. Darling is now in possession of Ellery's notes for Doctor Who. Ellery recognises this. Mr. Darling. Mr. Darling notices the Doctor's lack of words. Mr. Darling summarises what he has done recently. The Doctor threatens Mr. Darling. Mr. Darling blames the Doctor for his recent actions. Valerie apologises to Ellery. Mr. Darling destroys Ellery's notes. The Doctor attempts to reassure Ellery. Mr. Darling reveals who Jeremy Castle is. Ellery learns he is a creation. Ellery calls out for the Doctor and Valerie. The Doctor asks Ellery to focus and not give up. Mr. Darling laughs. Ellery attempts to give up. Ellery raises his voice at Valerie. Valerie reveals where Ellery is. Ellery mentions his lucky coin. Ellery refuses to talk to the Doctor. Ellery mentions Daniel. Ellery reveals Daniel died in 1943. Ellery realises he has a backstory instead of a full life. Valerie attempts to make Ellery feel better. Ellery mentions being fictional. Valerie is finally honest with Ellery. Ellery flips his lucky coin, so the Doctor tells Ellery the truth. The Doctor corrects Ellery. Ellery mentions the Doctor's TARDIS. The Doctor offers to do something for Ellery. The Doctor introduces Ellery to the writing machine. The Doctor reveals Jeremy Castle has been writing a biography about him. The Doctor mentions writers' salaries. The Doctor compliments Jeremy Castle. The Doctor reveals his plan of deleting himself. The Doctor mentions 1956 London. Valerie compliments the Doctor. The Doctor mentions commas and paragraphs. Valerie mentions money. The Doctor reveals his issue with someone writing up his adventures. Valerie mentions Jeremy Castle. The Doctor mentions Mr. Darling. The Doctor believes his TARDIS has made Ellery more himself. The Doctor asks Ellery to destroy any mentions of him. Ellery works out that to do this he also has to destroy himself. Valerie wants a private conversation with Ellery. The Doctor blames himself for causing this to happen to Valerie. Valerie calls out the Doctor. Valerie notices another version of Ellery. Valerie checks in with Ellery. Valerie attempts to reassure Ellery. Valerie gives Ellery some advice. Valerie mentions the Doctor's wishes. Ellery mentions Clara. Valerie realises that Ellery knows events from her and the Doctor's future. Ellery asks Valerie to help him. Ellery mentions storytelling. Ellery spoils something about Valerie's future. Valerie agrees to help Ellery. Valerie tells the story of Ellery. Valerie believes Ellery doesn't need his notes. Valerie mentions the Doctor. Valerie asks Ellery to run. Ellery's cat attacks various versions of Mr. Darling. Valerie attempts to motivate Ellery. The Doctor saves Ellery. Ellery calls out for the Doctor and Valerie. The Doctor delivers a speech. Valerie wakes up. Valerie and the Doctor reunite. The Doctor mentions Valerie's ability to sleep on the floor. The Doctor proves he was right. Valerie raises her voice at the Doctor. The Doctor reveals why he and Valerie couldn't save Patricia. The Doctor mentions Ellery. Valerie wants to remember Ellery. Valerie plans on saving Ellery. The Doctor shows Valerie something. The Doctor introduces Valerie to the TARDIS library, which includes multiple books written by Jeremy that feature Ellery. The Doctor lists some other appearances of Ellery. The Doctor delivers a speech about Ellery's story. Valerie mentions Ellery. The Doctor confesses to not being able to save everyone. The Doctor mentions Patricia and the Time Lords. Valerie apologises to the Doctor. Valerie uses one of Ellery's catchphrases. The Doctor has multiple questions he wants to ask. And the 11th Doctor and Valerie will return in All of Time and Space and the Yearn, which released in February 2023, and that's everything. And my recap of the 11th Doctor Chronicles, All of Time and Space, as I just said, I said it the wrong way around, the 11th Doctor and Valerie will return in All of Time and Space, the Yearn, which released in February 2023. So once again, here is the trailer for the 11th Doctor Chronicles, Volume 4, All of Time and Space.
From Big Finish Productions.
Oh, it's not multiple stories. It's the one story of a travelling man and his new best friend. This is the tale of Doctor Who.
The 11th Doctor Chronicles, All of Time and Space.
If we're going to get to the Dowager's Beazle Tub, we need to grab onto the side of it as it passes.
You still haven't told me what a Beazle Tub is, or why we need
Well,
it.
it's nothing to do with the tube.
Travelling with you does wonders for my vocabulary.
Hopefully for your upper body strength too.
How much stronger do you need?
I'm talking to puppets. The puppets are talking to me. There isn't anyone in that booth, is there?
Well, there's a crocodile, but he's sleeping.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, your rodent chip. I'm
It's
the
not a crate of intelligent mice.
Energy signatures like this are old news to a boy from the Casturberus neighbourhood.
Doctor, we could be here at any moment. Can you get to the point yourself, or shall I order you a cab?
Try not to dwell on that thought.
Because it's utterly petrifying.
Because, if that happens, then it's goodbye from you and goodbye from me. The way I see it is only...
Rowena!
Valerie! contrary, we have to go. All of us, now.
Take my hand.
Head for Ops. There's half a dozen traps between there and here. Make them run the gauntlet.
I've got you. Come on.
Run!
It's coming in very fast and very close.
Thought it might be. Good to have your eyes to confirm it. Let's hope it's not too late. Here it comes!
Big Finish for the love of stories.
Well,
You know why I'm here?
I'm still looking for this doctor. No, I've not seen him.
No.
No. So, you can leave.
That was the trailer for the 11th Doctor Chronicles Volume 4 All of Time and Space. And I showed you that because the next time we'll hear me discussing the 11th Doctor and Valerie will be in the 11th Doctor Chronicles All of Time and Space, the Yearn. But on the first of tomorrow's episodes, where I will be recapping How I Met Your Mother, Zip Zip Zip. No trailer because it was released in 2006. And yeah, no trailers for it, but that's what I'm covering this afternoon. But back to this episode now. Let me know what you thought of the 11th Doctor Chronicles All of Time and Space, All in Time and Space if you listened to it. My recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well with anything else you want to go on the channel, such as any previous or recap, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 AM GMT of How I Met Your Mother, Zip Zip Zip. See you at 3 PM GMT. Goodbye.